How's it going, guys? Welcome back into another video. I'm just going to put a quick disclaimer out there right now. You're going to hear a leaf blower just blowing out there. I apologize, but I need to film this video, so just don't pay attention to the leaf blower. We're gonna trudge right through it. But today, I like to do these every year just so that I can have a benchmark for myself. I did my Blu-ray collection already, and today we are doing my Criterion collection. So if you guys know, you know. Oh, and things are falling everywhere. I just recently got into the Criterion collection about a year or so ago. I love it. I love what they stand for. I love what they're doing. I think they've got some great titles, and I just really like the collection. So the collection continues to grow, and I've got some really great titles in here that I want to talk about, and we're going to do that today. So first off, if you are new, thanks so much for taking the time to click on the video, liking, commenting, subscribing. The biggest thing you can do on this channel is subscribe. It's free. It does not cost anything. It really does mean the absolute world. I'm trying to build this community. And if you enjoy this content, I do a bunch of content. You guys can see I got a huge Blu-ray collection behind me. I do hauls and stuff like that. So if you like this content I'm doing with the Criterion collection, please consider dropping a subscription. It really does mean the absolute world. But what we're going to do is, I have my Criterion collection separated into two sections. I have just the clear cases like this, and then I've got box sets. So they are in spine number order, but they are in spine number with the box sets and spine number in the clear cases. So I'm going to do the clear cases first in spine number order, and then I will do the box sets. Sound good? Good. So let's just get into it. So I got to flip this so I can get the right spine numbers. First one we got is spine 65, and that is Rushmore. You're going to see a lot of Wes Anderson in here because Wes Anderson, his movies are all on Criterion, but I really like him. I think he's a great director. I love his style, of the quirkiness of his style, and this is his, not his directorial debut. We're actually going to talk about his directorial debut next, but pretty good nonetheless. I tend to actually enjoy this one. It's actually not too bad. I need to make some room to put these after I talk about them. Speaking of Wes Anderson, his directorial debut, we got Spine 450, and that is Bottle Rocket. So the way that this got made is fascinating. The story of how this film became a thing, I really enjoy. The film overall is relatively good. I like the performances, and it is Wes Anderson at the beginning of his career. So I really liked it. I thought it was pretty good. Spine 552 is Broadcast News. Main reason I got it was because I want to get into news and stuff like that, but I kept it and like it because it just is a really good story. It's fairly accurate to what the news industry is like, and it's a relatively compelling story. I kind of like it, and it's relatively good time. Spine 638, and you know I had to get this one because you guys all know I'm a Christopher Nolan stan, and that is following his directorial debut. It is my least favorite Nolan film, but I still like it for what it is. I don't think any of Nolan films are bad. This one is just cheaply made, and that's not like he was stingy. It's just he did not have money to make it, so he just did what he could. I like the resourcefulness. I like what they were going for. I had to own it on Criterion. Nolan stan. Love my Nolan. We have Spine 794, and this is one I actually have never seen. This is the one, I think, in here that I have not seen, and that is Inside Llewyn Davis. This is a movie I want to see for a long time. I knew it was on Criterion, and one day I was at the used record store Zia, and it was on sale for a good deal. Looked in pristine, clean condition, and I had to say yes. There was no way I could say no to that. I'm very much looking forward to checking it out. I've heard it's really good. I've heard the cast is great. I mean, Adam Driver, anything he's in is just great. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to checking it out. I just have not yet, but I will very soon. Spine 812. I had to make sure the disc was in it. Didn't feel like it was. Is The Player, a film that I actually really enjoyed. The storytelling is fantastic. The performances are great. And a film that was actually a pleasant surprise last year. This was part of the 100 Movies I Missed project last year, and I was pleasantly surprised by this one. I actually really enjoyed it. Spine 1034 is Blood Simple. I believe this is the directorial debut, and if it's not, it is one of the very early films from the Coen brothers. Not my favorite, I'm going to be honest. I enjoyed it for what it was. I enjoyed aspects of it, but it was not as great as I thought it was going to be. Kind of surprised by that. But nonetheless, it is a relatively good film technical-wise, and the packaging is just, it's great. So, gotta own it. Spine 904 is Election. I adore this film. I talked about it a lot last year as part of the 100 movies I missed project. Reese Witherspoon, Matthew Broderick, both fantastic in this film, give just such great performances, especially Reese Witherspoon. She is just great, and I really enjoy this film. It's a dark comedy. It pushes the envelope, and I respect that, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's a really, really well done comedy. Spine 936, and this is, I wouldn't say technically the first Criterion I got, because I actually sold the first Criterion I got, but this is the first one that I got that was actually a film. The first one I had was a documentary on John F. Kennedy. You guys have seen, I talked about it last year. I ended up selling it because they were cool, but I didn't need it in my collection. But this is like the first Criterion movie that I bought knowing what the Criterion collection was, because I bought the Kennedy documentary not really knowing about the Criterion collection. I just kind of bought it because it looked cool. But this one I bought knowing what the Criterion collection was. This is the one that kind of really started to jumpstart my collection. That is Bull Durham. I love baseball, you guys know. I mean, the Red Sox. Favorite sport. I love everything about it. And this is actually a really relatively good, not just sports movie, but baseball movie in general. It's awesome. Kevin Costner, Susan Sarandon. It's great. Another like darkish comedy, which I really enjoyed. It's really, really good. Spine 1011. This film, also part of the 100 movies I missed last year, and that is Failsafe, and it floored me. I went and got this based off of just hearing the synopsis. Someone had picked it up in the sale, and I was watching the video, and they gave me the synopsis, and I was like, I need to go pick that up like right now. And I went and picked it up, and it's just a masterclass of suspense. That's literally what this is. It is a masterclass in suspense. The ending is heartbreaking, and it's just so well done. And from the time period it was made, it came out in, when did it come out? It came out 1964. And for it to do some of the things that it did, it was just incredible. And the film floored me. I really enjoy it. Sidney Lumet, go off. Spine 1027 is The Great Escape. Classic film, classic war flick, had to pick it up. It is a very long movie. That is the one gripe I have with it. Besides that, it's really enjoyable. Some performances are really good, and just everything about it is just so, it's fun. It's about a prison escape, but it's fun at times, and I love it. And Steve McQueen is the man. I mean, he's just the man. Then probably the movie that floored me the most last year. And this is actually kind of ironic because my mom is watching Promising Young Woman in the other room right now, starring Carey Mulligan. And that is Spine 1031, and that is Wildlife, starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Carey Mulligan, directed by Paul Dano. I don't know why, but this film just hit me in a different type of way. It absolutely floored me. The script is airtight. The direction is so meticulous and calculated, and the performances are just knockout performances. If you have not seen this movie, you don't have to get it on Criterion, but like check it out if you can, because it's a brilliantly done movie, and it just destroys me. The last clear case one that we have is Spine 1034, and that is Portrait of a Lady on Fire. What more is there for me to say? A brilliant movie, just stunning cinematography. Everything about it is just so like just delicately put in place and just so well done, and one of my favorite movies of 2019. Really good. And you know, I'm starting to get more into foreign film, and this is one of the ones that I watched, and it's just so good. I really enjoyed it. So that's it for those. Now we are getting into the box sets. I got a pretty good stack of those as well. Not as big as the clear cases, but I got a pretty good one. This one is Spine number 2, one of the first beginners. That is Seven Samurai. Picked it up in the sale mid last year, I think in the summer. Epic of a war film. Akira Kurosawa is one of the greatest directors of all time, I would say. Just so well done. I mean, it's the inspiration to so many films that we know and love today, and the achievement is just spectacular. It's just so good. I take that back. I don't. I said that Inside Llewyn Davis was the only one that I've seen. I don't. I remember I've seen this film, but I don't remember it. So I'm counting it in my 100 movies I missed challenge this year. So you could technically say I've never seen this one because I don't remember it at all. And that is Spine 700, Fantastic Mr. Fox. I picked this one up in the recent flash sale. It was this one and one that we're going to talk about literally at the very end. I picked up these two because and I'd wanted to get this one for a long time, but there were always other ones that I was like, I kind of want to get that one first. This time in this flash sale, I was like, I'm taking the plunge. I'm getting this one, and I got it. And this is one of Wes Anderson's best, and I'm glad I own it. And I'm going to watch it very, very soon. But by far, my favorite thing I own in my Criterion collection, and it may be the favorite thing I own in my entire collection. I'd have to go look, but it might be. Spine number 856, which also composes 857, 858, and 859, is the Before trilogy. This trilogy is amazing. Absolutely incredible, everything that they were able to do and accomplish. Richard Linklater's fantastic, Julie Delpy, Ethan Hawke. The writing is brilliant. I'm done. I don't know what more to say. I mean, the trilogy is just absolutely fantastic. It's so real. And that's the thing I absolutely love about it. Spine 909. Classic horror. And a film that a lot of zombie movies are based off of now. Night of the Living Dead. I've seen it. It was okay. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. But it is a piece of cinematic history. That is why I'm not going to sell it or anything, because it is a piece of cinematic history. And it was good enough. It was good. I enjoyed it for what it was. Pretty good. But it is a piece of cinematic history, so I have to keep it in my collection, obviously. We got some bangers for the last three. So, Spine 1025, The Grand Budapest Hotel. By far my favorite thing from Wes Anderson. Fantastic Mr. Fox may change that, but this film is absolutely fantastic. The cast, the direction, like I said, the writing, everything about it is just it's like it's like Portrait of a Lady on Fire, where all the details are so delicate and just so exact that it's absolutely fantastic. I love this film to pieces, and it's great. Spine 1038, Netflix baby. My guy who should have won the Oscar last year, Marriage Story. What a film. What an experience. This is a brilliant film by Noah Baumbach with Oscar-worthy performances from Scarlett Johansson, Adam Driver, and hell, Laura Dern won the Oscar for this movie. It's great. It's subtle. It's impactful. And it's just an overall really good film. So I had to get it on Criterion because it is that good. And to round things off, like I said, I got Fantastic Mr. Fox in this past flash sale. This was the other one I got in this past flash sale. It was between this or Parasite, and I will get Parasite soon enough, but I just enjoyed this film a little bit more than Parasite. That is The Irishman. Martin Scorsese, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci. What more do I need to say? All-star cast, fantastic direction. It's a long movie, it is, but I like it for what it is. And it is really, really good. So that is it, guys. That is my Criterion collection for this year. Like I said, using these as a benchmark to see how it grows, how it changes, how it adapts. But like I said, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know down below in the comments, how many Criterions do you have, and what is your favorite title that you have picked up? I mean, for me, it's got to be the Before trilogy. I adore that trilogy for what it is, and it's just so amazingly done. But guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Go check out my website, fanaticfilmreview.com. Go check out Music City Drive-In, where I do written content. Follow me on Twitter and Letterboxd for immediate 2021 movie reactions. And again, like I said, if you'd like, consider subscribing. It really does mean the absolute world. But guys, that's pretty much it. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next next video.